So why I incorporated movement for her was because I wanted her to find that, because what she wants more than anything is to do nothing. So if I tell her she's got to go and move her feet, and then I tell her, and if you do this one thing for me, I'll let you stop moving your feet, she'll want to do that. So I'm going to ask her to go past me one more time.
She's interesting because on the ground she is okay to do nothing, but you get on her, she's like, let's go. But she's like, no energy on this.
Here, here, here. Finish it. Step back. So that's kind of the beginning of how I do say where I was to do it. By liberty, the only thing that's different is I'm not making a lot of noise getting on the mounting block. I'm not taking up her energy a lot. I'm going to make it worth it for me to stop. I'm not done completely. So when you tell her to trot on the line, what's her cue to trot?
Try.
Okay.
Yeah, and if I don't usually I have to just point I don't really use
Okay.
it by point at it, but that should work fine.
Trot. Trot. I know. Trot. Good. And don't get mad. Here. Here. Okay. Come on. They get here in a hurry. They get here in a hurry. They get here in a hurry. Okay, ready? So she gets it now. Trot. 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 Good. I know.
I tell you she has to
Okay, you're okay. Let me show you something. Show you something. Show you something. Ready? This is your release. Here. 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 Good. 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 Back. Back up a step. And over. Back. Back and over. Back. Good. Over. Over. You're not done.
the meters change. Like I don't know if I'm. It's like
Yeah, this is actually one of the first puzzles that they learn that they know they didn't know before. And they know nobody assumed it of them. If that makes sense. Where they actually become very proud of themselves for being able to do this.
Looks like, yeah.
To where then they're like, oh, I want an opportunity to do that. And that's why if you see Leo, he's just like, oh, I'll come over to you, you know.
Right.
And it's the eagerness that comes out of like truly being aware of knowing something. Good girl. Good girl. So let me challenge her now. So I don't, try to make it to where it's simple all the time. So I'm gonna set her up here. Tell her to stay right there. Too far, too far, too far, too far, too far. So I'm very particular about where I want her to be. So I'm gonna make it a little uncomfortable until she figures out, she knows it now, so I don't feel like I'm upsetting her by saying you're wrong, okay? Very particular, it has to be the saddle.
Yeah.
If, like, you're playing with her and doing this with her, and she's, like, right now her shoulder's too far away, it would be wrong of me now to adjust her shoulder.
Okay.
So until, like, when you decide that you're playing the game, and as soon as you say, good, then make sure that everything you wanted was what you wanted. Because if you said good and then you readjust, that's not fair.
Yeah.
So, like, I wouldn't readjust the shoulder.
And I feel like probably done a disservice because I am not as particular, although I want to be, and then I just like
Leap on.
Yeah, even with the saddle. So now I feel like I probably should make her do it even when I do that.
Yeah, oh, sure.
Otherwise,
So this should cue her right away. Back. So I've got to be a little particular about how far past she goes. Try. So I'm hoping to get a little exuberance is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for her to hear me step up here and her go, I know my job, you know? Because that's what happens, that's when the pride really starts to show, is when they go, I got that one, you know? Yeah, there's your big breath, huh? So that's why when after I leave her at rest, I take up my energy to say, you better hurry up, get here.
yep.
Yep. So she got a little worried by my energy. Yep. But you'll see as my energy comes down, she's gonna be like, ooh, that's how I stop. Yep, good. Yep, keep thinking. Yep. You swallow. She holds a lot of tension. Okay, wait, I'm challenge you. Back. You're right. You're right. Back. You're right. I'm challenge you. It's gonna be fun. Watch. You stand right there. Okay? Yep. Back up. Okay, front. Your foot goes too far. Foot goes too far. Yep. Keep coming. You're not done. Good. She should do it more fluently this time. Good job. So this would be like an example as if she was behind me and I said, come. Because I don't know if you've seen any videos of me playing with my horses at Liberty where they chase me with the melting pot.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn up my energy a little bit because she's getting used to, she was afraid of it at first. So now I can turn it up and say, okay, there's a reason I want you to be worried about my energy because as soon as you get here, it'll stop. So I'm gonna make her feel a little bit more uncomfortable just by my energy. I'm not gonna do anything to her.
Yeah.
So another thing that I usually teach them at the mounting block is I usually teach them the word okay, which means you're allowed to leave. So that way when you mount, they never take off, assuming the next thing you're gonna do. Get here faster. Over. Over. Finish it. Okay. Good. So, ready? Wait, wait, put it in. Stop, 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 stop. I know.
That's your signature start to try.
I know, I'm making it. You got to me. Good. 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 Look, look, there's an end. There's an end. Again, get in. Come on. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Far forward. Come on, get here quick. Get here quick. Are you gonna go back out there and learn more? Hurry up. Okay. Well, we're done. We have mommy do it once, okay? Let mommy do it. So basically, I call it like strike a pose. Doesn't matter where her nose is, but what will matter is when she comes at you, her nose needs to tip away. So that if it doesn't tip away, you know she's not on the right page. So like if she's coming straight at you, you can guide her nose that way and she'll get it. But if for some reason she keeps staying straight at you, she's not going to get it.
Okay. Do you want me to make her try and then go?
No, you just go and see if she'll come over for you. Just when you get on, just so this way you can set it up for someday doing it at Liberty. You'll just kind of make a little noise, and then just strike a pose. You can snap. That seems to help her the rhythmic sound.
Okay.
Yep.
Should I go? Sorry,
Tell her to back up a step.
back up, back, 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 back.
And she should over at the same time. But, yep. And then ask for that backup step one more time.
Back, 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 back.
Good girl. And then just let your hand rest on her so she knows she's done. If she lowers her head, just make sure you don't bang her nose. She's not going to go anywhere. So this is a game that you want to be able to play not only when you're going to ride, because otherwise the association will become part of it. So this is like a game where You were there when I taught Leo how to go
Yeah.
down a pole. Like you can teach them to do all kinds of obstacles around the mounting block and then have them come to the mounting block at the end and just kind of make it where, you know, you're actually, you're orchestrating from here.
Yeah.
To make it fun. Because
Right.
now she's going to be very proud of herself that she knows this.
Yes. Yeah. Next time, it'd be cool to do like one of the other. Like, how do you translate it to the ground pole? I mean, I saw you doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It depends on the horse.
Yeah.
Some horses you have to go in a driving position first and then remind them of what this looks like. And then they can translate it into a coming position. And then eventually you can send them out to the, like what I kind of did with her already is I sent her out and then told her to come from where she was. The only thing is that you have to get her to understand to bring her tail over out there.
Okay.
You know, because otherwise she'll come to you and then bring her tail over and she'll step on the pole. But if you can get her to understand that from there, you told her to turn her body. Kind of like if you've ever seen the barrel game that I do, you have to turn completely around before they come at me.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Try it and then. I think the puzzles will be really good for her.
They're going to be good for her. The yawning means that we definitely were up in her head.
Yeah.
Oh, girl. She beat you away. She said, Mommy, you know, because you know,
Do I? Well, sometimes I have sugar for training. Yeah. Well, when we're understaffed.
she's giving you away.
I don't. Sorry. Don't.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't incorporate food.
No.
Good girl. She's very smart. She doesn't want to do anything wrong, so she just assumed not try. It's not a lack of confidence as much as it's I just don't want to do it wrong, so I just forget it. I don't even care if I try. She doesn't care. Is pretty much what it amounts to.
Really?
Yeah.
It's funny because yeah, you're right. Like she doesn't want to go wrong. I didn't know that. It makes sense. Did you have fun?
I'm gonna be going a lot. I'm going like 20 times in a row right now because it was a lot in my head. Good girl.
Just to be very tight here. So uncomfortably tight that it impacted the rest of her body. For now, she's nice and loose. Sometimes when hurt. There's a lot of massage time too.
Yeah, she likes her shoulder massage.
Yeah.
Because when I came down like on the meaty part of her shoulder and then just kind of dug my fingers in, she was like, okay, that kind of counts as a reward.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, for sure.
Awesome, thank you.